locked in my decision to have a collision with my purpose. It is my assignment to be in alignment with my purpose. I'm locked in, going all out, no fear, no doubt. My God, my choice, your will, I'm all yours. Locked in, going all out, no fear, no doubt. My God, my choice, your will, your will, your will. Locked in my decision to have a collision with my purpose. It is my assignment to be in alignment with my purpose. Have a collision with purpose, 'cause you know that you're worth it, and your dream is worth capturing. If I'm not living on purpose, then none of it is worth it. My assignment is uplifting souls for the King, souls for the King, souls for the King.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to In the Spotlight, the home of unfiltered conversations. This is where real talk is what we do. I am none other than Donna Thompson.
And I'm Dr. Laxley Stephenson, and together we are your moderators. Wow. What's up, Donna?
What's going on?
Well, look at what's happening. Look who we have on the screen with us tonight.
Yeah,
That's
we
what's
got
up.
somebody in the house with us.
Warren Marcel. What's up, Warren?
Oh, nothing much, man. I'm just thrilled and overly excited just to be on with you two tonight. Excited.
Yeah, this is a special show. You know, we have a special guest, and we wanted you to be a part of this special occasion. So, you know, here you are, man. Here you are. So, Donna, what's happening in the world of a collision with purpose?
Oh my goodness, a collision with purpose. Wow. A collision with purpose is always doing something new and fascinating and out the box, right? But definitely,
Thanks.
as we all know, that we have our 2025 colloquium that is coming up February 22nd at the Shiloh High School. So we're working behind the scenes to organize and, make sure we have a really, really awesome event for you guys in February. A lot of work. 2024 was absolutely spectacular. It was our first time out, but very successful event. So we know that we're going to be out the box again for 2025. And of course, we have new books coming out of a collision with purpose, daily insights. We have becoming iron. I mean, just so many different things. We have the academy that we're working on, still, working out all of the foundational things for the academy, but that's coming up as well. So just lots of work. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, Doc.
You say it doesn't stop. But you know why I'm really excited? Next week mark our 2 years anniversary.
Wow.
Next week, the 22nd of August. And we will be celebrating our anniversary, our achievements, all that we've achieved, all that we've done. So I'm really excited about that. And I want to let one jump in and talk to us about what transpired, what happened over the past 2 years, Juan.
A lot has happened over the past 2 years. We just, you know what? I will put it this way: a dream became a reality, and so those spoken words, grew feet. And so, what was a conversation? What was a thought? what was a thought became a conversation, and from a conversation, look at it 2 years later. And then the good thing is that so many lives have been touched, have been reached, have been inspired, and empowered just in the past 2 years. So something remarkable and exceptional happened 2 years ago. That's what happened.
Wow, big stuff. And you know what's interesting? It's just the beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is just the beginning. You know, our guest tonight, she is from across the pond. You know, the big pond, right? All the way in Kenya, all the way in Kenya. And you know, I'm excited to have this conversation with her tonight because she brings so much to the table. You know, we talk about strength, we talk about resilience, courage, conviction. She might as well becoming iron, if you ask me. But Donna, you know, you talked about books, but you left one out. So I'm going to play a quick clip. Then I want you to talk about this particular book and what it's all about. All right. So I'm going to hit it real quick. We won't go through the whole video, and then you can talk through it. All right.
All right.
I walked in other shadows, deep inside a fire burned. A whisper turned to a roar. Oh, I am liberated from walking in other shadows. I walk in my authentic self, breaking chains within, from the shadows to the light. A new life begins, shining so bright. So reality tries to mold you into someone you couldn't be, fighting through the darkness to find the real me. No longer bound by others' rules, let your spirit soar. With every step you take, you are stronger than before. I am liberated from...
Man, there's so much in there to unwrap. Society tries to mold you into, you know, all that stuff, big stuff, eh? Talk to us about it, Donna.
Every time I hear that and I listen to the words, it's like every time I listen to it, I get chills. I get chills because you know, it's a book that it's, you know, once again, it will be an anthology, right? Where we'll have a number of co-authors, and it's really just sharing our stories about our journey in life and how society and family and different things put expectations on us, how we ought to be, how we ought to live our lives. And you know, you wrestle with it, you know, so you're sharing your story about that, you know, that wrestling that you've gone through your entire life, only to get to a certain point to realize, you know what, I have to break free from all of this. This is not me. This is not the life that I was supposed to be living. Yes, the experiences are great, right? You learn from them, but you realize that you're not on the right trajectory for your life. So now you've broken free, and now you've become totally liberated in who you are. And you stand up on your own 2 feet and say, this is me, and now I'm authentic, and embrace who you are. And that's really what Shadows Within is all about. It's just really sharing our stories and hopefully impacting other individuals who may be going through something like that in life, not to think that they're alone or their life is over, right? Giving hope that you too can live an authentic life. So that's why Shadows Within, and it's coming in 2025. So I'm excited.
A journey to liberation. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what do you notice different about me tonight?
I noticed your hat.
This bucket hat.
How about that? And you know, we have them in different colors, by the way.
Oh, look.
If you're wearing the black shirt, you know, so you're in uniform and you look coordinated. We have.
So are those for sale?
What was that?
Are those for sale?
Everything at the collision with purpose, but you is for sale. You're the only. It's for sale.
Not on the table for sale.
It's on the table for sale. Everything but you is for sale.
Oh, awesome.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay. Well,
We
Let's
purchased
take
some
it. Yeah, this is a nice straight off the press. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Mm.
So anyway, we're gonna take a quick break because we don't want to. Our guest is backstage. I want to bring her on. So I'm gonna play a quick video. Then we're gonna come back on, and Donna, we'll do the drum roll thing. All right. So
Okay.
let's take a quick break.
I'm a boy kid, I'm a boy kid. I'm a boy kid, I'm a boy kid. I wake up in the morning and I praise the Lord. I thank Him for His protection and I walk in His steps, declaring that today's provision is set up for me. I love God and I love my friends. I'm a boy kid. I'm a boy kid. I'm a boy kid. I put on my armor and I read His word, blessing come out of my mouth. Cause I know to whom I belong, I am bold for Christ. Holy Spirit dwelling within me, carrying His presence wherever He sends me. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. Loving others as He told me to pray for healing, miracles to see, knowing my identity in Christ, He is in me. I am a bold kid, He loves me, standing firm on His word, proclaiming everything I heard, not afraid because He is with me. Be bold. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. Put on my armor and I read His word, blessing come out of my mouth. Because I know to whom I belong, I am bold for Christ. Holy Spirit dwelling within me, carrying His presence wherever He sends me. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid.
Wow. I'm a bold, acting like a kid. I just want to be bold, so I'll be a kid. Oh man,
I love it.
I love it. I love it. That thing is just rocking, right? Just rocking. Shadow,
Yes.
bold kid, rocking. We say one.
I say yes. It's for me. It's always the message. The message that it puts out to kids. I'm bold, courageous. You know.
Well, we have a powerful message we want to share now. So, Donna, can you do us the honor of bring on our guests, please?
Sure. So I'm gonna say that I had the honor of meeting this phenomenal woman when we traveled to Kenya for our trip. This was last year, right? It's been a year already. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, in 2023, that went by so fast. But I had the pleasure of meeting her, and she's going to tell us her story and all that good stuff, right? But just knowing the challenges that she has to endure, her spirit is just one that is so pleasant. Her smile, her heart is just so warm and welcoming. That we have to have her on the show, right? We have to have her on the show so that she can share more about her journey and also to be an inspiration for others, throughout that potentially, they're going through some stuff. But we have with us this evening Miss Sitawa Elizabeth Kisiangani, who is a mother of 2 wonderful children. She's an educator, she's an encourager, and she's a survivor of cancer. And she is joining us from, like Doc said, across the pond, but she way over there. She is on the continent of Africa, the country of Kenya, from Kitale. So we are going to welcome our special guest this evening.
Bring her on. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And we
what
know
you,
that it is in the wee hours of the morning over there, right?
Sure. It's quarter to 3 a.m.
Wow.
and Elizabeth, what are you wearing? I'm living in purpose. Wow.
Yes, you know that has always been my slogan since you started it.
That's big.
Anytime I move with purpose. Anything I do it with purpose. That's what you put in my head, doctor. You put in my head.
Well, it's in all of our
Even when that doctor comes and puts some medicine in me, there's a purpose.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Life.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, welcome to the show. Why don't you just share a little bit about yourself? You know, Donna gave such a wonderful introduction, but hearing it from you will be special. Just share a little bit about yourself.
It's okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, Doc. Hello, Donna. Hello, these are the names, Juan. And hello, world. This is Elizabeth Sitawa Kisiangani. Elizabeth Sitawa Kisiangani is a teacher by profession in Kenya, in Kitale, that is Trans Nzoia County in Kenya. She's a mother of two. That's a boy who is called Kinyanjui. You're going to see him soon. And then we have a girl, my daughter, who is Vanessa Mudhoni. Those are my two kids. I'm a single mother. And currently, I'm fighting and almost defeating cancer. I'm there. I'm in that battle and I'm doing it very, very well. So I'm very happy to join you so that I can share my journey as everything, as a mother, as a fighter, as an overcomer, as a woman with purpose, as everything that you can think of. That's Elizabeth.
A woman with purpose, a woman living in purpose. And you know, you're the walking embodiment of purpose. So I know we'll be meeting your children tonight and talk about courage and just powerful. You know, we played a video earlier. We call it Bold Kids, and they are bold kids. Indeed. Yeah. So Donna, what do you want to say to Elizabeth now? You know, you met her before. You had the privilege and the honor of spending time with her, and now you have her on screen.
Yeah, I want to tell you, Elizabeth, that you are such an amazing woman. You're an amazing person. You're an amazing human being. You're an amazing mom. And for what you're going through and the disease that you're fighting, I just have so much admiration for you, because even on the days when you're not feeling well, you're always positive. You're always beaming with joy. You're always smiling, and you're always, you're always giving us the positive side of you, right? Sure. And that takes a lot. It takes a lot. And you're very gracious in your walk with this thing that you're fighting. I'm going to call it a thing that you're fighting. You're very gracious, and you're showing people that, it's okay to speak about it, but to live within what you're going through. So I admire your strength. I admire your tenacity for life and to fight for the purpose that you're here for.
Sure.
And I'm happy that you're here with us.
I'm happy to.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I just want to remind you, Elizabeth, that you should share this on your platform. Just let you know, share the broadcast, the live on your platform.
I just discovered not in what?
Yeah, you can even share my link to your platform from my to their platform, so the folks in Kenya can see you.
But if they don't see me, that is their problem, because I told them to log into to live collision with purpose. I told them in the morning. I told them to log into collision with purpose. I posted it. I kept on repeating. I told them to like.
So you
Oh,
hear the
I,
teacher coming out, right?
that one is a punishment. That one is a punishment. They haven't joined the group, so that means they are not going to watch me.
You hear the teacher coming out there. All right.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
teacher. We're in school, and let's stay in school. So one, I'm gonna turn the mic to you.
Yes, well, I want to join in with Donna and Doc when they talk about just how much of an inspiration you are. I mean, this is my first time meeting you, but just from you sharing your story, and just inspired. Even how you said the whole doctor giving you medicine, and and likened it to how Dr. Stephenson, when he provides you inspiration in words, it gives you life, and I love that. That's exactly how I see that. But let me ask you, as one educator to another, what do you teach?
I teach English.
Okay.
Yeah, I teach English, and then we have music. I also teach art and craft. I teach art and craft. I teach music. I teach English. I teach CRE. But my favorite subject is English.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Just want to welcome Elder Jones. She's watching. Paulette Ricketts, she's watching. I know there are other folks watching. So just want to welcome them to the show. And thanks for joining us today. You're watching In the Spotlight, where it's a raw thing. We just tell it like it is. So, Elizabeth, I just want you to share a little bit about your journey with cancer and how it has impacted your daily life.
Okay, so I'm fighting ovarian cancer stage 3B. I was diagnosed. I'm in the third line of treatment. That means I've suffered recurrence cases since 2020. At first, I started with cervical cancer, treated it. Secondly, again, the cervical cancer came, treated it with a surgery. And then last year, it bounced back. It bounced back in a very, very bad way. That's when I thought I was going to visit our ancestors, but God still had time with me, so I'm still alive. But last year, it came out to be the worst of all the fights I've been through. I got diagnosed in March, late March. That's when I was diagnosed with it, ovarian cancer stage 3B. I started fighting, and my fight was a bit silent. I went silent on myself for around two full months. I couldn't talk about it, and I did the worst for myself. I went for, we call what in English? I went for herbs, for herbal medicine, and I also visited the witch doctors. I went to the witch doctors so that I get the cure, because I was already tired. Suffering cancer the first time, treating the second time, treating. So I told God, now it's just too much. Let me do what I've never imagined I'm going to do. That's when I went into another.
It's okay. Take your time. We're here.
Mhm.
This is why this
That
is
is
important.
that's when I decided I'm now going to get a witch doctor to treat me. And when it was tough on the witch doctor, I had already spent a lot of money, over 200,000 on the witch doctor. I never had any money. I decided to go sell my land. I had some little land I had bought so that my expectations were this year, my kids and I were going to stay in my own land where we don't pay rent. So it was so tough that I now decided to go sell that land. I sold the land. Now I turned to herbal medicine. We have herbal doctors, the herbal doctors within, and somebody recommended one who again took from me a lot of money. It's again over 200,000. I can call him a magician, not even a witch doctor, a magician, yeah. Magician. There were some devilish things that were done on me. Yeah. Very bad things that I would wish to forget. So many bad things were done. I would wish to forget them, but that was a journey. That was a journey. It was a journey. So after seeing that this magician or witch doctor is not helping me in the sort, I resorted to a herbalist. So I was given some herbs to use, mix in water, drink, eat the leaves, eat the roots. Very bitter. They were very bitter herbs. I tried the first week. I tried eating them. I tried the second week. There was nothing. I was still in pain. I used to cry, calling this person every time. And every time I go, once 10,000, once 20,000, 50,000, like that. By the time I came to my senses, by the time I was coming to my senses that I'm wasting myself and I'm dying, I had already used, for the magician and the herbalist, I had already used over 600,000. 600,000 shillings. I'd already used that before I sat down and then told myself that I'm wasting my life, because the more I went to this herbalist, the more I became sick. I became sicker and sicker every day, vomiting, a lot of there were so many things that I can't even say publicly that were happening in my life. They were so bad. You look at yourself, you can't sit where people are because of the smell that is coming from you. You can't talk to people, you can't sit comfortably, the pain in you. So it was just a bad experience. So later, my oncologist called, not oncologist, the gynecologist called and asked me what I have decided to do. I was very stressed. My blood pressure hiked. I've never said this. Never talked about
it. If you want us to take a break, we can take a break. Do you want us to take a quick break and come back?
Sure.
We can take a quick break and come back. Let's take it.
So we'll be taking a quick break.
And we'll be
back.
I'm a boy kid, I'm a boy kid. I'm I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid. I wake up in the morning and I praise the Lord. I thank Him for His protection and I walk in His steps, declaring that today's provision is set up for me. I love God and I love my friends. I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid. I put on my armor and I read His word, blessing come out of my mouth. Cause I know to whom I belong, I am bold for Christ. Holy Spirit dwelling within me, carrying His presence wherever He sends me. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. Loving others as He told me to pray for healing, miracles to see, knowing my identity in Christ, He is in me. I am a bold kid, He loves me, standing firm on His word, proclaiming everything I heard, not afraid because He is with me. Be bold. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. Put on my armor and I read His word, blessing come out of my mouth. Because I know to whom I belong, I am bold for Christ. Holy Spirit dwelling within me, carrying His presence wherever He sends me. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back to In the Spotlight. And as you can tell, we have real conversations here. Real conversations here. When Elizabeth come back on the screen, we're going to have a conversation. She's going to bring her children on because they're indeed bold kids, and she wanted to bring them on. So we'll wait for her to log back on. And in the meantime, yeah, we'll wait for her. I think she's back on. We just lost connection. Donna, can you bring her back on? And then we'll get an opportunity to meet her children. All right, welcome back, Elizabeth. We lost for a minute. Elizabeth, can you bring your children on so we can say hi to them? They can say hi to us.
Kinya, kuja. Kuja. Come. Here they are. Here they are.
There he is.
Hi.
And Elizabeth wanted them to come on. You know, wow, look at that.
Oh, that.
Look at that. I'm living in purpose, and they indeed are. They indeed are living.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, these kids, any time tears come out of my eyes, and then I just look at them, the tears are white.
And they bring it all. They bring it all back, huh? Bring you back. Let's hear a little bit about. Can you tell us a little bit about your children? What they're doing? What grades they're in school, and so forth.
Yeah. Let him talk by himself.
Hello everyone, my name is Frederick Kinyanjui. I learn at Litik Junior School. I'm in grade 8. I really work hard in school, but sometimes my mother does not have the money to pay the school fees, so she has difficulties in paying. I just want to ask you to help her because she is fighting cancer, and it's very expensive because sometimes we do not sometimes when she cries we come and help. We come and wipe her tears. We always see her cry. She's a very strong she's a very strong woman. So I want to help you. I want to ask you to help her to pay our school fees. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. What are you studying in school, and what's your end goal? What do you want to become when you through your education?
I want to become a gynecologist.
Mhm.
That's a doctor that specializes on the woman reproductive health. I want to become a gynecologist because I want to help my mother and many more, so that they cannot suffer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bless your heart. You'll do it.
You will get it.
Mhm.
You know, if you're watching, and just drop a positive note in the chat, in the comments for Elizabeth and her children. Just some positive note for her. You know, just send her some love and just bless her up in a big time way. So we appreciate you coming on, and you say you want to be a gynecologist, and we know you will be a gynecologist, and you'll be helping many women.
And you just said it. You just professed it and claimed it to the world. So it's gonna happen.
Right, just keep on dropping the notes in the chat. Just keep them goodwill, and just send our love and blessings and the children. Let's hear from your daughter, Elizabeth. Let's hear from your daughter.
This one just smiles. This one smiles every time.
She's all smiles.
Hello everyone, my name is Donna Thompson. I'm at high school at Litik High. I'm in grade 7. This journey with the mom has been not really good, but she's really struggling. I want to thank you all her friends have helped her, and may God bless you all. I want to become a nurse when I grow up, so that I can take care of other people, just as the nurse have taken care of our mom. Thank you.
Wow.
You know, thank you so much, Elizabeth. You have two special. You have a special son and a special daughter, and
absolutely,
that's amazing. It's a test. You know, it speaks of what you have done with them. You know, the work you've done with them, and you continue to do as well. That you continue to do, because I know they're the source of your energy. And we've had conversations offline, and you talk about them, you know, in such a way that, you know, they make you so proud, and all you want for them is the best. You want, the number one thing that you have said to me is you want to make sure that they stay in school.
Sure.
Education is a big thing, you know. So I have a strong feeling and belief that will happen. What do you think, Donna?
It is.
It will, right?
I think I have that 100% believe as well with you now.
That's not one of the things that you'll have to worry about. School, they will be going to school.
Right.
When exactly the school year start for them?
They'll be reporting next week.
Next week?
On 27.
So Elizabeth, I know that when we met, schooling for them was boarding. Is that still what you have for them?
Yeah, they're still in boarding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still in boarding, and so they go back next week. What date next week?
Yeah, they're supposed to report on Monday.
Oh wow, that's right. That's right around a month from today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Oh, Elizabeth, I know you're from a big family and you have a big community. You have lots of friends. What's the support system like?
So after let me go back a bit. After I had done everything for myself before I started going to hospital. The doctor called and asked me what I wanted to do with my life. You know, the doctor was very bitter. She kept on telling me, "What's wrong with you? Do you want to leave your kids?" And she was up and down every time asking me to go to hospital. So I made up my mind. And went to hospital and got some very, very serious counseling. And then I started treatment. The worst bit of cancer treatment is always chemotherapy. Chemotherapy completely. I always say it completely destroyed me. The very first time my kids saw my hair coming out, if you look at my past photos, I was a very huge woman around, we say 97 kgs. I don't know that in pounds, but it was 97 kgs. So I really dropped. I dropped to 47 kgs, and then I started coming up a bit. I dropped a lot. So my kids, the first thing my daughter saw is I was asleep, and on waking up, a tuft of hair remained on the pillow. And I always sleep with my daughter. So my daughter woke up shouting, "Mom, wait, look at your hair. Who has shaved you like that?" And she screamed. She screamed because my hair was out. It's really, they really went through a lot of mental torture when my hair came out. The hair, so I was completely bald, and that thing, in fact, has never come out of my daughter's head. She was even ready to shave her hair because mine was also out. So she was ready to shave her hair. But after talking to her, she cooled down. So I really went down. I was emotionally tortured. I was mentally tortured. I was tortured completely. At first, I never even opened up to my family. I'm sure if my family is listening to this talk, they're hearing about going to the magician for the first time. I've never talked about it. I've never talked about going to a herbalist to any of my family members. I did it under the water. Nobody knew about it. And then I talked to my family when I started chemotherapy. And when I started chemotherapy, I never told them immediately. I remember sending them a video of me bald-headed, and I was nodding to a certain tune. I was nodding to it as it was I was singing along a certain song, and I sent it to them. They cried. They cried. I can feel how they cried, because a day later, all of them came to see me in the house. So it was a bad experience to everybody, especially my parents and my siblings. It wasn't a good one. Everybody mourned. In fact, they mourned. I can use the word mourned. They mourned because when they came to see me, I'm the one who was telling them I'll be fine. I'll be fine, because they were crying. They saw me and they were crying, really crying. I went out of social media. You remember there's a time, Doc, I told you I want to be out of social media for some time.
I remember.
Yeah. I went out of social media from April. From April, I was away from social media up to around July. July, I came a bit because that is when now I came public. And you know why I came public? I came out in the public about my status because I had exhausted all the finances I had. All. I went to the bank, took a loan. I had sold my land. I sold my clothes and my kids' clothes. I sold my shoes. I sold anything that could be sold. And I could sell at a very, very cheap price. Like somebody comes to the house and tells me that jumper is very nice. I give that person the jumper at 100 shillings. That is not even $1. At 100 shillings, I give out because I had nothing completely. There was no food in the house. The kids come from school. They have nothing to eat, nothing completely. So a few friends who knew what I was going through are the ones I could call and tell them it's like this and this. So one of my friends told me, I'm only a teacher. I cannot afford feeding a cancer patient. And you know, you need transport, bus fare to go to town, to Eldoret. You know, the only place we go for chemotherapy around our place is Eldoret. And it's quite a distance because I should have 2,000 shillings going and coming back. So I should have that. And at times you get very sick, so sick that you have to go even 3 times a week to hospital. So it was so tough that now I had now to go public. I remember the time I went public, I had just lost my eldest paternal aunt. And I was at my sister's place in Webuye. So I asked my younger sister, the youngest sister of mine, Mercy. I told Mercy, let's go for a photo shoot. When we went for a photo shoot, I went back and then took her phone and then told her, I want now to go public about my status. We are going now to post this photo. I had taken a photo in the studio and told her we are going to post this photo. I told her the words she's going to use to post. So she immediately posted my photo. It went viral. It went viral. Everybody was posting until again I became afraid. I became now afraid. Everybody is posting, like now everybody is going to know about me. And then I told my sister again, delete that post. But it was already viral. And that is how help started coming. And I came to learn there was a book I was reading. This when you have the tough times never last, but tough people do. I was reading this that when you have exhausted all the possibilities, remember this: you haven't. Haven't. So I thought about it, and actually help started streaming. The people formed WhatsApp groups, friends called asking for my number. Yeah, everything now came into place. Friends came in because I can't say I could ask my parents to help because my parents are not well off. My parents aren't well off, so I couldn't say my parents would do. There's a very small garden at home. We can't sell that for if it was selling, I would even have made my parents so stressed that they go earlier than me to the grave. So I decided to involve a lot of outward force, and friends came in massively. Friends came in, friends put my number on Facebook, especially on Facebook. That's where people know me a lot. On Facebook, people came in large numbers to help me. So friends stood by me, including you, Doc. Friends came streaming, helping me, asking how I'm doing. They came visiting. In fact, I even had to stop the visiting because so far at the moment, my immunity is very low. So I don't allow a lot of people to come and check on me, but friends brought me back to life. I can say friends brought me back to life. Friends, they really brought me back to life. Friends and also family, they brought me back to life, and I started fighting cancer afresh. I started fighting cancer afresh. I took it as a battle. And this battle, I told myself, I'm going to fight with hope, with positivity. That's what came into my head. And after having that positivity in me, after changing my attitude towards everything, because I was told that cancer treatment has two parts. 70% is the attitude, and then 30% goes with the hospital. So this attitude, this positivity, the hope, everything about God, everything was on this 70%. And then we have 30% that includes the doctor, the chemos, the what, all those. So I decided to change and face cancer bravely, with positivity and with hope. And that is how I'm doing. The friends are helping me in everything. In fact, at the beginning of this year, I was to change my kids' school. I was to bring my kids to a nearby school so that they can school there where I teach. But one of my friends just told me, no. We are not going to allow that. Let's at least lengthen the time they are going to stay there as we look for other means of doing it. To me, I always felt like my kids should just stay in the school they have been, because I know how they feel, especially when they're around and then they see mom vomiting, they see mom diarrheaing, they see mom just very weak, they see mom cannot even go cook for them or cannot move around. It's always something that really stresses them. So I really preferred they stay away from me, so that they can have that ample time learning away. Even when at times they get stressed, they just call and we talk. You know, on phone you can't know what a person is going through on phone. Yeah, so I decided, I made up my mind. So friends really came through for first term, they came through for second term, and then now this third term is what now has been hitting my head, saying, now what am I going to do? So I was talking to them, telling them, now we are going to see what we are going through to do, because at the moment my focus is majorly on my medication. Like the medication I'm just receiving, I've been receiving it since Wednesday last week. One injection only, I use 4,500 daily. 4,500 shillings daily, and I'm going up to Wednesday, so it's 7 days. I'm using 4,500 daily, so I must have that money to get the medication. So I was it really disturbs my head. It really disturbs my head. The mindset, the battle with the mindset every time. And I want to be great. I want to be a great woman. But this mindset, the mindset is a bit disturbed, especially being a single mother is not we cannot say it's a disability. It's not. But with a single mother who is healthy, that single mother can maneuver ways, can do all she can so that she can make sure the kids are in school or the kids are getting what they need. But a sick single mother is just not good. Is not good for that mother.
Challenge.
So it is a battle. It is a big battle
not the best situation, but you've made do with it very well, I must say. You know, one of the things that stand out for me is in the conversations I have with you. Often we're talking, and you even when you're going through what you're going through, your biggest challenge of your life and challenges with money, health, and all that stuff, you will say that you just helped someone. Someone needed something.
Sure, like I always I've come to learn. I've come to learn through this journey. I've known a lot of patience. In fact, as I'm fighting this cancer, I've discovered that kindness begets kindness. The latest one was during my birthday. Last year, during my birthday, I was in for chemotherapy. Last year, on 7th of August, I went for chemotherapy. And then I told God that next year, during my birthday, I'm going to visit a cancer patient who is fighting so that I bring positivity and hope to this patient. And after that, I make sure that I pay for the NHIF. NHIF is our medical insurance, the National Hospital Insurance Fund. I just told myself, I'm going to pay that. I'll get a very poor cancer patient. And also I'll do some little shopping for this person and just talk to this person and bring positivity in that. But the worst happened. This year again, on my birthday was my chemotherapy day. So as we were in the hospital, I had just completed my chemo and I was outside. A doctor brought me a bouquet of flowers and I was seated outside. There was this old man who had been diagnosed with cancer, lung cancer. He was seated and I just saw the way he looked like, and we started just chatting. He wasn't from within. He was a bit from far, a bit from the western part of Kenya, the lakeside part. So we talked, and then he cried. He cried. You know, a man crying, a man shedding tears is not very normal. Tears are always for women, but this is a man who is crying. So this old man really cried, and then as we were talking, he told me he has been diagnosed with lung cancer stage 3. As he talked as if he completely had nothing. So he told me he's all alone. He was around 70, I can say 70 years. So he told me, he called me my daughter. I have nothing. I wish I could express it in Kiswahili. Now you are supposed to learn Kiswahili, you people. So he told me, he talked a lot, and then I asked him if he's registered with NHIF. He told me he has. and miraculously, people had sent me some money on my phone for my birthday, telling me to get a cake for my birthday. So I had around 9,000 shillings in my phone. Now NHIF 1 year is 6,000 shillings in Kenya. I paid for him.
Wow.
And I was supposed to get some drugs, and those drugs were 6,000 shillings. And the 6,000 shillings, I was to add 3,000 shillings for more injections to some injections in between. but the 6,000 was for some supplements I was supposed to use. So I paid for this man, and then I gave him 2,000 shillings for his bus fare going back to the lakeside. So I gave him 8,000 shillings. This man knelt down telling me thank you. He knelt down. He literally knelt down, and tears were coming out of his eyes. I had to hold him back and just give him a hug and told him I'm also fighting cancer, stage 3B. And he was very shocked because I was very smart on that day. You Donna, go through my page, and then you check on 7th August the way I was smart. I was in a very short denim dress and some stocking and boots and a very good jumper. I was very smart. So he told me, you don't look sick. Like, you don't look sick. And I'm from chemo. But he told me, you don't look sick. I told him, you see, cancer is not about dying. You know, he had already said he's going to die. And I told him, cancer is not about dying. You're not going to die. Just be positive. In fact, I talked to him yesterday. I told him, be positive. We are going to win this. He went home very excited. He was very, very excited. Now, excited, and I don't have money to buy the drugs. I don't have money completely. So I came back. So in the evening, I'm seated, and then this WhatsApp call, Dr. Laxley calling. We talked, and then he told me, Elizabeth, I'm going to send you something for your birthday. And that something replaced the something I gave out, and I got my drugs. Clap for me, clap for me.
Wow.
Now look at God. See God. Isn't that
Yes.
God?
Yes.
Sure.
That's how it works.
Yeah. I just bought my drugs and I got everything like that. So I thought about the old man. And in fact, I just called that old man and told him, because I told him, this is money for my drugs, but I'm paying for your NHIF. And I told him, I've got back the money. I've bought my drugs. And he continued telling me, you're going to be blessed and blessed. And you see, it's already a blessing just being a guest in the spotlight. It's already a blessing. It is.
Wow.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, it is a blessing already. So it really has so many things have happened. So many things have happened, and all in all, in this cancer fight, I've been taught something, because I remember when I took a loan for this cancer fight, I paid I paid for chemo for one of my friends whom I lost. She died, but I paid for her chemo. And on paying for the chemo, there's a WhatsApp group which had come out, and that WhatsApp group paying for the chemo, and was almost that time I went bankrupt completely. And there's a WhatsApp group that came out and gave me over 100,000 for my treatment. So it has always been God every time. It has always, everything that I do always comes back to me. There's another friend, there's another very close friend who is a pastor. And he moved to a certain place here. And when he moved, he had nothing in the house. And I thought of this, surely this is a pastor, a very close friend of our family, and he doesn't have a place to sleep. He has a small child and a wife. And I can imagine a pastor sleeping on the floor. Ah, no. So he came visiting me, and I just told him, no, we are going to get a bed and a mattress and a blanket. I took my blanket, gave him. I got a bed for him. In fact, I never paid cash. I took it on credit. I took a mattress, and he prayed for me, and it came back flowing. Everything came back flowing. I never lacked. I never lacked anything. So it has always been God. It has always been God in everything, in anything that I
Absolutely.
do.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cancer has taught me that. It has
Yeah.
taught me that.
Elizabeth, you know,
Yeah.
one of your one of your number one concern, of course, your health is paramount, right? But you're
Yes.
also very concerned about your children's education, and we got a chance, an opportunity just to have them talk to us, and that is their
Yeah.
concern as well. They're concerned about your health, but they also want to, let everyone know that it's challenging for you to pay their school fees. If you don't mind, how much is the school fee? And asking that for a reason. For a quarter. How much? Approximately how much is the school fee?
For this last term they are going, or the whole year?
Yeah, for the term,
For the term.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the term, approximately each one of them, the girl will be 20,000 and the boy will also be 20,000, roughly. So it's about
40,000 shilling.
yeah, 40,000 shilling. Yeah.
Well, a collision with purpose is not a. We don't come on here and we don't necessarily ask people for money, but if you're here and you're listening to Elizabeth's story, and you feel it within you, within your heart and your spirit, to step up to the table and just do a little something, do a little something, then we welcome that. You can contact me, you can contact Donna, and we can share how you can get whatever you want to, however you want to support Elizabeth in her fight against cancer, because it's costly. It's costly, and it's more costly when you're not making any money, when you're not working. And Elizabeth was a very productive member of her community. She a teacher. She went to school. She did all she needed to do to become a productive member. And as you know, we never know what's going to happen in our lives, right? Things happen. And in her case, this cancer thing, as Donna call it, and that's what we will call it here, showed its ugly face. And now she's in a situation where she is, grant you, she's winning. But she's a winner. She's winning.
Sure.
And she's positive, and hope and positivity is all she talks about. We talk a lot, Elizabeth. We talk daily. And that's all I hear. I want to tell you something else. Sometimes you don't even know this, but you lift me up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You do. You lift me up. I watch you, and you'll see Elizabeth on the internet, and she's always dancing to some music. She's always dancing to some music, having a good old time. And I know it's not easy. We know it's not easy, but with that positivity that you're wearing, that you're carrying, that is in you, you're winning.
Sure. Amen.
You're winning. Yeah. So I don't think you'll have to worry about your children going back to school in August.
Thank you so much.
I don't see that as a problem. Yeah, I don't see it as a problem. That will certainly become. That's one less thing for you to be concerned about. One less thing to be concerned about. So Donna, I'm gonna turn it back to you on one.
Oh wow. Man, Elizabeth, you have me tearing up over here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're tearing up, because we can't. She already told us. We can't tear up.
Tear up. You're not allowed to.
You serve notice to us that men don't do that.
No,
it's holding back.
You can't do that. But one thing that just listening to your story, right? And what I found to be very very profound in your conversation, that I've seen where a lot of individuals who they're going through a terminal illness or something, they tend to first isolate themselves, right? They want to be
Sure.
by themselves. It becomes a very lonely journey and a lonely disease and all that stuff. So they stay by themselves, and then they start going into you have the mental parts that come with it, the depression and everything, right? But you're very inspirational because you're telling people that majority of individuals who get such a diagnosis, the first thing they would do is to go into that shell and withdraw. But you've explained what that did for you and how it made things worse. And when you embrace, it may sound crazy, but you embrace what you were going through and you put it out there and you made other people aware, and just the support, the overwhelming support that you started receiving from friends and family and people who didn't even know you, it totally changed you mentally, spiritually, and now gave you the courage and the power to even fight this disease to where you are today, where you're a true testament of how, instead of going into a shell, but just flip it, find the positive out of the bad, embrace it, find your support system, how it can definitely help you to get on the journey of healing. Right? I think that's very powerful for anyone who's listening to us, whether your family, your friend, or someone, who may be going through something like this. Your story is very inspirational there, Elizabeth, for people to know that, don't think of it as a lone man's disease or something. Find your support system, and it can definitely help you to your healing.
Sure. Once you're diagnosed, like long time ago, those people who are HIV positive, they used to lose their hair. So most people looked at me and then looked at the way I had lost a lot of weight, and also when the way I was bald, and all that came was, Elizabeth is HIV positive. That was the news all over. There's a time a drunkard just came to my house, to my door, shouting, "Look at you! You've just aborted," and I had just undergone surgery. You see, those the stigma that comes with being diagnosed with these terminal diseases is always too much, that you find even a person dies because he or she fears that people talk about it. So he or she goes into hiding and suffers the stress. Stress kills this person. Just because of this stigmatization. Stigma is the worst bit of any terminal disease. So people should know that cancer is not a death sentence. In as much as I'm still fighting the cancer itself, all I know is I'm already a winner. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. At the end of it, I'm going to come out a victor. So people should not see cancer. Immediately somebody says you have cancer, the next thing that this person sees is just the grave. But if that is the case, I can walk around, I can do my activities. Maybe once in a while I feel weak, but I'm just a normal person. When I dress and go out here without this thing on my hand, somebody will just see this as a very, very normal person like the others. So people should not take cancer as a death sentence. A cancer person is supposed to be a very tough person, because tough people always get going, no matter how tough the journey is. With the positivity, you will definitely go through the treatment and everything that comes with it. And when somebody just tells you anything negative about it, you brush off. Like nowadays, I just don't care. I don't care. Whatever you say, I don't care. That's the don't care Elizabeth. I don't care. Whatever you say about me doesn't concern me. At the end of it, I wake up breathing. There's somebody else who has died in an accident. There's another person who just woke up and vomited once and died. There's another person who just died while sleeping. And here I am fighting cancer, but I'm alive. Waking up every day is always a miracle. So I always thank God for each day that He is keeping me. So the roads are tough. The roads are very tough, but the tough always rise to the occasion. So I'm that tough person who is rising to the occasion every time.
Wow.
Wow.
One, you want to come on and give us a wrap-up closing argument?
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Yes, you know, Liz, I would say this: what you did for that older gentleman, I truly believe that God honors that. You know, and just the fact that you have made up in your mind that you have cancer, but it doesn't have you. I mean, changes the whole thing. You know, what I'll say this: what comes to mind, so many things came to mind, but what just came to mind was, you know, in Philippians, I thought about when Paul said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, right? But the what gets me every time I read that is what he says before that. Paul says that I've had a lot, I've had a little. I've been hungry, I've been well fed. And what I've learned through the experiences that I've gone through is that I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength to get through it. He said that this is the secret to true contentment, is that whether I have it all or not, regardless of what I go through, I can conquer and get through it all because Christ gives me the power and the strength to make it through. And you are the epitome of that, like what true contentment looks like, because you press on. And then keep in mind what I also thought about it, you know, real quick, is that he only needs a little bit. He only needs a mustard seed of faith. You know, when Jesus wanted to feed the multitude, and this is over 5,000 people, he had 2 fish and 5 loaves. And after he fed he blessed it and he fed the multitude. It says after they ate, there were baskets left over. Just 2 fish and 5 loaves with just a little bit, he multiplied it because of the faith, right? And so I say that to you because of your faith. The little that you had or have, I pray that God shows you the multiplication of it in it all, that you have no other worries because of your faithfulness. It reminds me of a woman who had the issue of blood for 12 years. He was more focused on touching Jesus than all the people seeing her, calling her unclean. She said, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I'll be made whole. And this last thing I'll say, when she touched Jesus, he felt virtue leave his body. He turned around and said, who touched me? His disciple was like, it's a multitude of people around you, Master. What are you talking about? Who touched you? We all touched you. He said, no, this is different. This is different. And he tells the lady this, Elizabeth, he tells her this. He said, it is your faith that made you well.
Sure.
He didn't say my power. He didn't say tradition. He didn't say anything else. He said, your faith made you well.
Sure.
And so I'll leave that with you. Like, I'm inspired just listening to your story, your push, your fight, your determination. That's what's making you well. Your trust and your faith in Jesus. Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Donna, you want to take it?
No, I Juan said it all.
He sure did, didn't he? But I know we still want to hear from you. And I know Elizabeth wants to hear from you.
Yeah, like I said, you know, Elizabeth, it's you know, I'm so happy that you found the courage to come on and share your story with us, share your journey with us, because so many people who they're out there, they're going through this and feel alone, need to know that,
Yeah.
you know, like you said, you know, you don't let your illness define you, right? Be positive, fight. And you're showing, you're a true testament of what that is. And
Yes.
we,
Yeah.
you know, we're humbled, you know, at least I'm humbled to be in your presence, to be honest with you, because I can't say that if I was in that situation, I would be that strong. So I definitely commend you and applaud you for your strength. And you know what I love about you? I'm going to tell you what I love about you. You have the most beautiful smile. Like you're always, like you're just like, you're like a beam in sunshine.
Radiant, radiance.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's just like your whole inner being just shines. You know, you pour out, it shines on you. Your light really shines. And you know, you're just a blessing to the world, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Thank you.
And she sure is. So I'm gonna go next, and Elizabeth, you'll close us out tonight. And you know, having the opportunity to come to Kenya took us a while to figure out why coming to Kenya. And Donna and I had this experience, but once we got there, we quickly learned why we were there, and now we're even learning more of why we were there through the relationship, through the connection that we have built and we're building with you.
Sure.
So, but what I want to say today is not just for you, but for anyone out there who is struggling or battling some type of physical, mental, or emotional ailment. So I want to, you know, deliver a message of hope, positivity, and healing, right? So just want everyone to know that they're not alone in their healing and positivity journey. And just asking them, you included, all of us, to just embrace a mindset of hope and healing and positivity. So my challenge that I'm going to put out there, you know, I do this thing called the daily channel, is affirm your strength. Harness the power of positive affirmations, right? Speak words of strength over yourself and say it out loud. And right now, I want you to say it out loud. I want everyone on the platform to say it out loud. You know, we're strong, we're capable. We're not going to let any of this negative stuff overpower us. All right. So you're resilient. You know, your body and mind working towards healing, and you're surrounded by love and light. Now, I want you to visualize your healing, and not just you, but anyone who's struggling with anything, battling anything. Close your eyes and visualize your body, mind, and spirit bathed in a warm, healing light. You know, this visualization is so powerful. It's a powerful tool that can empower you, bringing comfort and restoration to every part of you. So as you leave us tonight and go to sleep, I know it's about 4 something a.m. in the morning, close to 5 a.m. Just bring those words with you, and all the good words that you heard from Donna and from myself, you know, and continue to connect with your people, with your friends, your community, your family, everyone, all people who are looking out for you, battling with you. You're not alone. You're not doing this by yourself. And one of the things that really stand out about you is your gratitude and your kindness. You're even in your, when there's no money's coming, there's nothing in your pocketbook, in your wallet, you're still finding ways to help someone. So I'm going to encourage you to continue to do that. The more you give, I think you had said kindness beget kindness. You give, you will receive, and you will continue to receive. You'll continue to receive. So just do whatever little steps of improvements, embrace it. Because those small steps, that's going to grow and become bigger and bigger and bigger and lead towards that ultimate healing that will be yours.
Sure.
All right, so that's what I want to say to you and anyone else out there listening. So you have the mic. It's your show. Talk to us.
So thank you so much, Doc, for this platform. And I would only like to tell people that every problem that we have in life, every problem has a lifespan. Every problem has a lifespan, and no problem is permanent. There's no problem that is permanent because each problem has a lifespan. If you are going through any storm, believe and trust me that the storm will come to pass. No matter how strong the storm is, it's going to pass. That problem that you're going through will not live forever. I have been in great problems, especially just as Doc, you've said, all that was in my head was about my children's well-being in school. It has really been a hell of thinking. I've been thinking about it. I was even thinking of how to just go about it for this term that we are going, and I'm so grateful. And that's why I'm talking about every problem having a lifespan. So you see, these problems will never end. They just go away. But they are resolved in time. In time, every time we resolve different problems and the way they come. So all in all, I'm fighting. Let me not call myself a fighter. I'm calling myself Elizabeth, the heroine. I'm a heroine. I think the more I look at myself every day as I wake up, the more I always feel that I'm just managing everything that is coming to me. So I never estimated cancer. I accepted the fact that I have cancer. I have cancer. But this cancer can be thrown away. So I'm kicking it. I'm kicking it through acceptance and through positivity that you always tell me. I always go through the daily challenges that you post. At times when I'm in pain at night, I always go through on TikTok or on Facebook, and then I just read those challenges, especially the latest ones on positivity, on hope. They really give me a lot of encouragement. So I would like to encourage people to just positively face their problems and tackle them the way they are, because when you can't solve a problem, you can manage it. You can manage that problem. So we can turn these scars to be stars. We can turn the scars to be stars. I have so many scars that I can't show everybody, but inside me, these scars are the stars that will make me shine in future as I tell people about what I went through and what I'm doing, so that I can live longer and I can do what God wants me to do. I'm really praying that through this talk, through this live, maybe so many things that come, especially with the collision with purpose, talking about the Kenyan the Kenyan visit and the Kenyan what. You come back to Kenya, I'll be at the airport to welcome you. I'll be there with our Masai shukas and very nice things from Kenya, and the gourds of milk and those Masai things. You come back to Kenya.
If it's up to Donna, we'll be there next year for sure.
Start preparing.
Start preparing, man. Yeah, we're coming back.
Yes.
We're
Sure.
coming.
You come to Kenya so that we can go big. We can go big in Kenya.
Yeah, we have we've been given our assignment in Kenya.
Yeah.
We have work to do, and it's not I'll say we want to do it. The mere fact that you're on this call with us and we just kept being called back to Kenya, we know it's not for us. So we're going to obey and do what we're fulfill our assignment. And so there's so much work to do there, so much work, and it's work that I know we're capable of doing because we're empowered, and we're getting good directions and guidance, and we've been led in the right direction. Whatever challenges that we face, we overcome them and make us stronger, because we're resilient people. We're resilient people, and we just come there and do what we're called to do, what we're assigned to do. It's there to be done, right, Donna? Right, Juan?
That's right.
That's correct.
Yeah. I want to say about 6 months ago, I started a GoFundMe drive for Elizabeth. You remember that, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
About 6 months ago. I think it's something I want to kick off again.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see who's out there. I want to contribute and support, your fight, your battle, and your win over cancer. Right. So we'll put some energy back on that and let the chips fall where they may. Good people will always stand up and do what they're called to do. So we'll put it back out there. So is there anything else you want to say, Elizabeth, before we go? Any final thoughts? Anything else you want to add that you didn't get a chance to say?
No, I would only tell people to always embrace hope, embrace positivity, and always be resilient in anything that comes. Just face it one-on-one, and definitely you're going to win. You'll always be a winner. And always remember, a winner never quits, no matter how tough the battle is. Thank you so much.
We thank you, Donna. It's all yours.
All righty. So once again, lovely people, we have to come to a close. I would like to thank Elizabeth for joining us. Juan, thank you for joining us. Thank you for all our guests who have stayed on with us. I do hope that our show this evening has, given you inspiration or, given you something to think about, right? During your time in your journey. But we do have to come to an end. So like I said, thank you for joining us. And I hope you all have a wonderful and safe remainder of the week. And may you all be blessed. And definitely go out there and walk in your purpose.
Like in my decision to have a collision with my purpose. It is my assignment to be in alignment with my purpose. I'm locked in, going all out, no fear, no doubt. My God, my choice, your will, I'm all yours. Locked in, going all out, no fear, no doubt. My God, my choice, your will, your will, your will. Locked in my decision to have a collision